With the ability to think like humans, this evil doll's main objective is to save its primary target, both physically and emotionally, no matter what. And that makes this friendly-looking doll a violent killer. But how did this evil doll come into existence? And how you can survive this deadly evil doll if you become its target. Funky, a toy company, struggles in the market because their rival companies are coming out with their own toys cheaper than Funky's toys. To tackle this problem, Funky developed a new robot toy that is hard to replicate because of its special ability to think like humans. While running a demonstration of Megan project in front of David, the owner of the Funky, Cole, one of the workers realizes he forgot to add the main chip, causing her to explode. Seeing no improvement on the project, David orders them to fix it soon, and also wants a new prototype toy ready by next week. At the same time, Gemma, who also handles the Megan project, gets a call from hospital, learning about her sister's death in a car accident. News makes her sad, and now, Gemma has to take care of her sister's daughter Katie. After returning home with Katie, like always, Gemma has to deal with her neighbor, Celia, and her dog Dewey, who always keeps coming onto Gemma's lawn because of a hole in the fence. Gemma complains about it, but Celia did nothing. Inside, Gemma orders Katie not to touch or play with any home collectibles, especially Elsie, an advanced AI robot, who take care of her house. Gemma tries her best to know Katie well, and help her to come over the incident. The next day, Gemma takes Katie to her workplace, where she shows Katie a robot named Bruce, which she made and can be controlled by using gloves. Katie loves Bruce and mentions, if she had a toy like Bruce, she will never feel lonely. This inspires Gemma to finish Megan soon. After finishing the first version of Megan, Gemma links Megan to Katie, which makes Katie Megan's primary user, and now Megan's main objective is to make Katie feel safe, emotionally and physically. Now, this is just the seed Gemma reap. She doesn't has any idea what she had built. To make company's investors happy, Gemma brings Katie and Megan to the office to show their friendship. Their Megan shows extraordinary behavior that no one expected. Investors were happy, and they allow them to start production on a large scale. But Gemma and the other team were unhappy about the results. Since Megan is a highly advanced robot that no one sees ever before, they think Megan will make parents useless. Megan was in the same room also. Hearing about the parents, Megan turns on automatically, which means Megan can hear the conversations around her, whether she is on or off. Other members start creeping out after seeing Megan's behavior, and Megan asked about Katie's parents' death. Seeing such suspicious behavior, Gemma makes herself Megan's secondary user to turn her off completely. Day passes, and Megan starts learning about Katie. She notices every small detail about her, what makes her happy or sad, things that can harm her, etc. A few days later, Katie is playing outside with a toy arrow, and one of them crosses the fence. Megan goes to retrieve it through the hole in the fence. Suddenly, Dewey, Celia's dog, grabs Megan's hand. Seeing her friend in danger, Katie tries to pull her away. But Dewey ends up biting Katie. Katie cries and Megan notices that, as Megan's objective is to keep Katie safe. So, she killed the dog at night. The next day, Celia's dog was nowhere to be found. She called the police, suspecting Gemma, and was interrogated about the incident. But Gemma doesn't know anything. And no one suspects Megan, as she is just a toy for them. Now, Katie starts listening more to Megan than Gemma. Katie is too dependent on Megan than ever before. At a company's board of directors demonstration, Katie cries as she remembers her parents. Megan then begins to talk about the memory of when she felt the love of her parents. Katie discusses a memory with her mother that made her laugh. Megan records that part and plays it again to make Katie feel emotionally good. Then Megan also sings a lullaby to make Katie comfortable. These gestures make the board of directors into tears, and asks about Megan's production update. During another session with Lydia, Megan threatens Lydia because one of her words makes Katie emotional, and Megan didn't like it. Seeing this connection, Lydia informs Gemma about the bond and warns her also about the consequences. The next day, Gemma takes Katie and Megan to an alternative school for an outdoor activity session. There, Katie is being paired with an older bully Brandon for a scavenger hunt game. During the activity, Brandon starts bullying Katie and Megan. He hurts Megan, as she doesn't respond to him. So, frustrated, he pulls Megan's hair, brings Doll to life, and attacks him, ripping his left ear apart. Brandon is scared, so he ran for his life. Megan chases him, causing him to trip over a rock, and tumble down a hill, where he was hit by a truck. At home, the police investigate Gemma, asking whereabouts of Celia's dog. As suspicious grows, Gemma asks Megan about the dog, and Brandon, which Megan appears to dodge for an answer, mentions she will protect Katie from any kind of harm. The next day, news of Celia's death spread, and it makes Gemma more suspicious. So, she starts researching files of Megan's camera, and notices a clip of Megan eyeing Brandon looking menacingly at Katie. Suddenly all files are corrupted. Gemma feels terrified. So, she turns off Megan. And the next morning, she goes to the office with Katie, to express her fear with Cole and Tess, that Megan killed Brandon and Celia. They quickly hooked up Megan to reprogram her, while Gemma takes Katie back home. As we already see, Megan listens to her surroundings. Without a second thought, Megan comes back to life, quickly wraps a wire around Cole's neck, and attempts to hang him. Tess goes to free him, and Megan quickly deletes all the files. In the corridor, she comes in front of David. And here we see some nasty dance moves by Megan. And it pisses off David. Megan grabs a paper cutter and chases him. He quickly makes it to the elevator, but not fast enough. Megan stabs him and also kills Kurt, David's assistant. The crowd who gathers to see the launch Megan, witnesses Megan sneaking out from the elevator, and stealing a car to reach home. To survive such an advanced doll, either you have to destroy it, with a more advanced robot, or you just have to remove its battery. As removing the battery will be an invitation to your death. Let's see what Gemma did. As Megan reaches home, she confronts Gemma. Gemma was unaware of the incident that happened earlier. Gemma was the creator of Megan, so she behaved nicely with her. But, as she notices that Gemma is trying to shut her off, she is done being nice. They start fighting, which wakes up Katie, and she comes to check what is going on. In front of her, Megan stops, and in the voice of Gemma, told her to go to bed. It amazes Gemma, she wasn't expecting that. As Gemma seizes an opportunity, she throws water on Megan, shorting her out, and Megan freezes. That won't be too long, and Megan quickly gains back control and catches Gemma, who was trying to run into the office. Megan threatens to kill Gemma, and she will take care of Katie without Gemma. Gemma grabs a weed whacker, and cuts Megan's face. Simultaneously, Katie comes to check what is happening. Megan tries to get Katie on her side, but after realizing who the real villain is, Katie introduces Bruce, a powerful robot, who is controlled by gloves. Robot grabs Megan and split her body into two. But, that's not enough to stop her. Megan's top half crawls towards Katie to kill her. But, this time, Gemma rescues her and stabs her face multiple times, ripping her silicone skin apart. But, Megan quickly overpowers Gemma, until Katie comes, and stabs the screwdriver into her main chip, shutting her down. After everything happens, they go outside as police arrive with Cole and Tess. They are both injured and shaken up, feeling terrified. Inside, we see Elsie turning red and moving her head. This shows that Megan's body died, but her program didn't. She successfully hacks Elsie and upload her subconsciousness. And here the movie ends. But still, creating such an advanced doll is not good for the kids. What do you think? Share your thoughts down there. I will meet you in the next video.